Hey, what's going on, guys? Sauce with Gone in 60. We're live, baby. It has been a minute. Sorry, it's taken me so long to get back to doing a YouTube live, but here we are. We're ready to rock. Have some plans in the future to make this a little bit better than what we've done before because my Mac camera, as you can see, it makes it a little bit more fuzzy than I'd like it to be. But welcome, guys. Got a lot of stuff to chat about tonight. If you're dropping in, please give a like, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment. Would love to hear from you guys. There's going to be several things that I want to kind of go over, but yeah, it's been a minute, so we'll give everybody a chance to kind of pile in here. But if you're here watching, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, say hi. Would love to hear from you guys. It's been, gosh, it's been 3 or 4 months, I would say, since we've done a live. So welcome, welcome. Glad you guys are here. Hopefully, you guys have seen some of my videos recently. Hopefully, you guys have seen my race video against the Camaro and 3000 GT. And then today I talked a little bit about what I sold the 3000 GT for. 909 Scat, what's up, my man? What's up, brother? Good to hear from you, my friend. Oh, guys, you guys are awesome. We got everybody piling in here. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend. Oh, Geese One and Luke MT Tech, man. Geese One, glad I caught this just before I headed off to bed. You bet, brother. Thanks always for your comments. You're always so great to hop on and respond. And any updates on your Camaro situation? Is it coming in? Luke, what's up, brother? How goes it, man? How's the BMW treating you? You loving it? You got any cars in the future you're thinking about? 909, have you taken, I guess, well, you're in California. You can drive it all year round, but are you driving the Scat around? Would love to hear from you. But welcome, guys. If you guys are jumping in here, make sure and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I'd love to say hi to everybody. It's been a minute since we've done one of these lives. So, yeah. Let's see. Geese One TPW was still listed as 523. But it hasn't been built yet, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, hopefully it gets built here soon, my friend. It's always tough waiting for new car builds. That's for sure. That's for sure. BMW is bye bye. That's awesome, Luke. Luke, what did you replace it with? Have you replaced it? Why did you replace it? I know you and I share the same about time length with cars, where we get tired of them when you try different stuff. So would love to hear, my friend. That's awesome. That's great. Well, welcome, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you guys are joining in tonight. Have some stuff definitely want to cover with you guys, but yeah, super excited to be on here. I got a Mazda 3 scaling back for now. Good call. Good call. The new Mazda 3s, those are pretty sweet. Is it the turbo or is it the I think the Mazda 3 you can get a manual in it, but they don't have it in the turbo. But those are sweet. I like those. The interiors are nice on those. Geese One, where are you from? I can't remember what state you're from. Luke, I know where you're at. 909 Scat, I know where you're at. But Geese One, let me know where you're from, my friend. Welcome, guys. You got the hatchback, no turbo. Nice. Nope, those are awesome. Love them. Love them. Love them. I totally understand the need to scale back a little bit. If you haven't watched today's video on the 3000 GT, I lost about $13,000 on that car. So I understand the need to scale back totally. Franklin, Pennsylvania, in the northwest corner, about midway between Pittsburgh and Erie. Awesome. I've locked it in. I'll remember it for sure. John Miller, what's up, brother? Good to hear from you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for hopping on. But yeah, how did you guys like the race video, the Camaro versus 3000 GT? Did the results surprise you guys at all? I know for me, the 3000 GT, obviously that car is all-wheel drive. It weighs about the same as the Camaro, but it actually gets to 60. Well, actually gets to about 30 faster than the Camaro. It launches a little bit quicker, but it was definitely a fun video to make. So hopefully you guys have seen that. Luke, MT Tech, let's see. Are you still planning on getting the Supra? I am not. And I'll be talking about that in some upcoming videos. I'm still kind of on the fence on what I'm doing. So yeah, I want the Supra. I'm trying to minimize my car payments a little bit, and I have bought a car since I've sold the 3000 GT. I'll be releasing that video in a little bit. So I kind of have a new project car I'm working on. But yeah, not. I haven't canceled my deposit on the Supra. I still have it, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to cancel it. I'm trying to save some money, trying to keep my payments a little bit lower. Obviously, I took a loss in the 3000. Cars I'm kind of looking at right now. Since you guys are the home crew and the fam here, I'll just share with you kind of where my head's at. I haven't formalized anything yet, but I've always liked the Subaru WRX STIs. I don't know why, but I've always wanted one. Even though when I drive them, I'm like, I don't know why these are that great. I've been thinking about a Golf like GTI. Golf Rs are really hard to get, and they charge markups. And then Honda Civic Type Rs. I never liked those when they first came out. They seemed a little bit goofy to me, but those are kind of the cars right now I'm potentially considering. So I still have the Camaro. I love it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I'm just trying to minimize my payments a little bit if I can, but still have cars, still be rocking it. But I definitely love the Camaro. Have no gripes about it, but I still have it as of today. So yep. So you guys will see some updates hopefully in the following weeks to come. Let's see, 909 Scat. Let's see, bought one of my daughters a Mazda 6 gutless, perfect for her. Exactly. You gotta buy the daughters and the kids a gutless car, you know. Let's see. Geese one can't really compete with a good all-wheel drive launch. It's tough, and some people mentioned that video like, hey, did you do launch control? We didn't. The person driving that was not as experienced, but still did fine. The first launch, uh, I left before he did. The next race, he got a lot better launch and they left together. But all wheel drive, it's tough. What's funny is I noticed almost so the back tires on that 3000 GT weren't the same as the front tires. They were kind of mismatched, and the back tires were bald. And you can even see like the back tires on the 3000 like not completely gripped. So I think if I had some better tires, could have been I maybe would have gotten out even a little bit further on them. Luke thought the video was great. Thank you, brother. Seem to be really enjoying the Camaro. I am. Love the Camaro. Love the Camaro. Let's see. In focus photography. I can't wait for my 2023 1S, 1LE, six speed manual. This would be my first Chevy. I had a 2010, 2012 Mustang GT, but went with the Camaro this time as I like to look over the 22 GTs. Yeah, no, and thanks for reaching out about it. If you have any other questions on Camaro versus kind of comparing those, I think you had a manual in the Mustang, right? You had the MT 82 in it, but yeah, no, absolutely. This one, new generation for the Type R has been teased a lot. Not sure when it's supposed to come out though. Yeah, I think they've teased it since the start of the year. The new Type R. I actually really love the new Type R. The challenge that I have right now is the markups that dealerships are charging. Even with like the Honda Civic SIs, which is 190 horsepower car, I've even looked into those. The lowest markup I saw on those is about 2 grand, and I've called probably 20, 30 dealerships. So the Type R, it's going to be insane what they're going to charge for it. I love it. I've heard it's going to get more horsepower. My guess is it'll probably be able to order or put a deposit on this fall. Or late summer arriving either end of this year or early next year would be my guess. But yeah, definitely fun. Let's see, Luke. Honestly, Austin, I'm going to keep this car for a while. Things are too crazy out there. They really are. It is nuts what these manufacturers are doing. I had a friend this past week buy a Tahoe, and because of the chip shortage, I guess that's still happening. There were some features that weren't available on his car, and he has to come back in August to get a chip installed so that like some of his climate control and different stuff could work. So it's nuts. And then Luke, with the price of gas, I find myself driving less and less. Yeah, I mean, it's nuts what gas is costing. Gas is literally costing a car payment a month. And I'm sure you guys are all feeling that. For people that have for people that have trucks, I feel for you for sure. In focus photography, yeah, gas is crazy. The Camaro probably get better MPG than my 2021 Tacoma TRD. I'm probably buying a spa when I get the Camaro to keep gas prices down. and something I can use in the winter. Yeah, with my Camaro, I think I average like 18.7 is what I've averaged the entire time. Oh, you're by Spark. Got it. That makes sense. So yeah, I probably get about 18.7 on the freeway. I can get about 25 if I keep my foot out of it, which is hard to do. 909 Scat, love the channel, my friend. Got to run, but pledge to be major supporter. Keep grinding, my friend. Thanks, 909. Have a good night, my friend. Always good to have you on here. I appreciate you hopping on. Geese One, when we bought out 2021, when we bought our 2021 Ridgeline, right when they came out, we bought out of state. They didn't charge markup, but I'm not sure if they would still do that for the Type R. Yeah, so here's what I've kind of found with dealerships. Uh, so like if you look at Volkswagen, right? I've looked at some GTIs. I'd really like the Golf R because it would still be cheaper than what my Camaro is. They're picking and choosing cars to charge markups on. It's not every car. It just depends. So Honda, the Honda Civic Si, they charge markups on. The Type R will be their massive, insane markup. And but like Volkswagen, they do it on the Golf R. Toyota typically on all their performance cars, they charge markups on it. So it's nuts, the markups right now. And I thought I could find a dealership within Honda where I could maybe get a car for MSRP, but I haven't been able to do so. So yeah, so that's that. But I'm thinking, and what I'm seeing, guys, like my opinion is, I think things are going to start cooling off on used cars, on different things as we get further into fall. I think prices are going to probably drop some, and I think the market's going to normalize a little bit more for cars. And so it's interesting, But for us that have these big bad V8s, it's a little tough to, it's a little tough to pay for that gas all the time, right? I think my Camaro, I don't know, 80 bucks every fill up, 90 bucks every fill up. I think here in Utah, we just barely, I think we're about 517 for premium. I was in California a few weeks back and that was like $7. So we don't have it that bad compared to other states. But yeah, I mean, if I was living in California, I would definitely be making a lot of driving choices, right? And I'm starting to do that with the Camaro. So yeah, it's definitely crazy right now. Hey, listener Jim, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for jumping on the premiere of the race video. I appreciate you jumping on there and being part of that. Definitely excited to see you on here. It's been a minute since I've spoke with you. Luke, where I live, everything is marked up a minimum of 2,000. It is. It's nuts. It's crazy. Like it is a really hard time to try and buy a car. And what I keep telling people is quit paying for the markups, And what's funny is Ford just announced that with their new EV lineup, they're actually going to be shipping them just directly to consumers. They're not even going to be using the dealerships, and so I love it. I hope there's a course correction in all of this because with dealerships, it's if they're not charging you the markups, they're adding like several $1,000s worth of accessories, and people are paying it. So it's a little wild right now. Let's see, Geese. When I was looking at the GR86, I was finding quite a number of dealerships advertising that they weren't charging over markup. Yeah, the 86 I've had better luck on, or if there's a markup, it's very small. The problem is just getting your hands on one. Seems like Toyota made a lot more automatics than they did manuals. I don't know why. But here in Utah, if you're here, Mark Miller Toyota is where I had my deposit on the GR86. They were charging sticker, and they charge sticker on Supras on different things. So but yeah, it does kind of depend on where you live. But I think it just depends on the dealership. But you can find them out there. Toyota, I've definitely found some where they're not charging markups. Honda, though, man, they're gouging people. Even looked at some Dodge dealerships, some Ford dealerships. It's nuts what people are charging for cars. And Luke, you're right. Dealerships are making record profits right now. That's a good time to be a dealership. And I get it that they don't have as much inventory, but they're crushing it on car sales. But yeah, no, absolutely, guys. It's been crazy. So I'm kind of in the middle of my car search. Tell me what you guys think you guys would like me to see me get. Like I said, I'm kind of looking at the current generation of the Honda Civic Type R, Golf GTI, and then the Subaru WRX STI. I don't know why on the Subaru. Uh, I've just always wanted one. They don't impress me that much when I drive them, but I've just always wanted one. So drop a comment. Let me know what you guys would like me to maybe have on the channel as I look to possibly replace the Camaro. Like I said, nothing wrong with the Camaro. Love it. It's been one of my favorite cars that I've owned. I need to dial back my payments a little bit to make up for the huge loss I just took on my yellow car. Let's see, listener Jim, wife bought a 2022 Subaru and paid list price, no negotiation on price. That's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. What did she get, Jim? I'd be curious to know. Would love to see what she got. In Focus Photography, I originally had a full size Bronco Black Diamond on order. All dealers around me had like a 15K markup on cars that they had in stock or in transit. Yeah, and that's what's crazy is that, it's not like these cars are sitting on lots. They're charging markups on cars they don't even have coming in, or they're in the process of coming in. So it's nuts right now. Absolutely nuts. Let's see. The dealership I'm getting my Camaro from doesn't charge markup on any of their cars, including things like the Corvette. That's great. I'm assuming that's in Pennsylvania. Is that right? So kind of out where you live. Listener Jim Crosstrek. Awesome. Yeah, those are sweet. I've also looked at some of the new Subaru WRX. I'm still having a hard time or like getting behind the back end of those cars. I don't know if you guys have seen the new WRXs, but they definitely went to more like this plastic cladding around them. The wheel wells don't mind me is bad, on the WRXs, but the back of them, I've just struggled with the back and how the back of them look. But no, definitely looking at some different options. Definitely kind of moving away for now from V8s, just for the time being. But okay, so up in Erie, that's awesome. And honestly, even if you're getting a cart sticker and you have to ship it to you, it's better paying that than trying to pay markups and different stuff. Have I ever considered a Corvette? I absolutely have. I love Corvettes. Another challenge I'm trying to get. I need to get something that seats a little bit more kids in there. So, but I love Corvettes. I think they're awesome. I think a C7 this past weekend in Rapid Blue, and it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. So I love Corvettes. Let's see, William. Hey, what's up, William? Good to see you on here, my friend. Let's see. I hope Camaro builds to 2024, but I heard Chevy will stop building the Camaro. Yeah, I mean it just definitely depends. Rumor is 2023 is the last year of the Camaro. What's kind of left out there is, hey, are they just going to push this over to 2024? But at the end of the day, I think that I don't know. I think V8s. Ford is committed to making V8s and making manual transmissions, which is exciting to see. I mean, honestly, our best hope is maybe there's a change on the political front in the next coming years, because that's really what's causing EPA and others to crack down on a lot of the things. That's just my opinion. But yeah, if you're wanting a Camaro, if you're wanting a Challenger, a Charger, a Mustang, well, Mustang, I think you're gonna have a longer timetable. But and I think Challenger, and Charger, you'll have a longer window too. But Camaro, unless they just decide to keep making them, I think you're going to see them kind of go by the wayside, or just keep the name and do EV or do V6s or something like that. Luke, good luck trying to get a new Corvette. Yeah, I mean, when I was looking to order my Camaro, they were on a couple year back wait or something like that. So it was nuts. Let's see. I had a 2019 STI. I had wanted one for years, but sold it in less than a year later. Would have probably kept it if it was a daily, but just for a weekend fun car, I wanted something different. Yeah, and that's for me is I need a daily, and so I don't know. Definitely looking at those. They're definitely overpriced. The Honda Civic Type R's, and I don't know if this is just the market or whatever, but when those came out, those cars stickered for like 39. And if you're buying like let's say a 2021 and it's got a few thousand miles on it, they're asking like 49 for it. So it's like 10 grand over what they came out with. And so I don't know if that's just market. I don't know if that's rarity. The looks have definitely grown on me some. I never liked them when they came out, but they actually can do pretty well. They can be tuned and have some fun. But yeah, leave a comment below, guys. GTI, STI, or what was the other one? or Type R. So let me know, guys. Let's see. In Focus. No Subaru. Hated my 2012 WRX. Subaru is just so far back in time using the same power plant for like 20 years in the STI. They really are. Like, when Subaru came out, they're competing against Mitsubishi, and like when they came out with the 305 horsepower, whatever it was back in the day, I'm sure I'm off by 5 or 6 horsepower. Um, that was ahead of its time. It was fast, but they've literally kept like the same everything. The EJ25, they've definitely kept just everything right, like the same. And I was really excited for a new STI because I heard they were going to get bigger power plant, different stuff, and yeah, it's kind of sad. Subarus have a lot of issues: head gasket, piston ring, all that. So I don't know, it kind of gets me a little nervous, but I don't know if I'm going to go that route or not. But definitely, if you guys have something else, let me know. Let's see. Large and loud, let's see. That's tough. I'd go with a nitrous focus blue RS. Those are pretty. I do like those. Those definitely could be something I could do for sure. Listener Jim, maybe score a GMC Typhoon, best of both worlds, space for kids plus muscles. I don't even know what a GMC Typhoon is. I'll have to look that up. I'm assuming, is that a truck? That's awesome. I haven't heard of a GMC Typhoon. I'll have to go check it out. Luke, I would go GTI. I've always liked the GTIs. Yeah, the GTIs are interesting. I do like them. I think with some modifications, they can be pretty quick. The one thing that's kind of plaguing the 2022s for the Golf Rs and the GTIs is their infotainment. Yeah, there's like no buttons on it unless you get the S level. But yeah, they definitely interesting for sure. But yeah, no, it's I like GTIs. And you can get them 30 to 40 grand somewhere in there. The new Corolla GR seems pretty neat. 300 horsepower for three-cylinder and manual. It does. It definitely does. And that's definitely something to consider as well. I definitely like what Toyota's doing, and hats off to Toyota. They keep building performance cars with manual transmissions, and it's right up my alley. I love it. If you're not set on a manual, you could take a look at the Mazda 3 Turbo. Heard a lot of good things about them. The Mazda 3 Turbos, their interior on those are phenomenal. Like, they're so nice, they're so plush. Um, I really wish they would make that in a manual. If they made that in a manual, yeah, that could be pretty tempting. They're torque monsters, but Mazda's come a long way in their quality. And so I don't know why they didn't make that with a turbo. They made some of the smaller engine ones with a manual, but I would love a manual on that. But maybe I might look at that because like with the GTIs or the Golf Rs, you get the DSG automatic transmission, and those things are rockets. But keep the comments coming, guys. Let me know what you'd like to see. Typhoon is a 90s sports SUV. Ah, got it. So it's basically 90s S10 with the turbo V6 SUV. Wow. Yeah. I need to do some research. I don't remember those. So I'll have to for sure check those out. That would definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting. Well, some of the videos we have coming up, guys. I talked to a dealership about a Honda Civic Si. I still have the things I love about my Camaro. I talk about, is a Camaro better than a Mustang? Is it better than Challenger? And then just a couple other updates. I have a car reveal for you guys. So I have a new car that's coming up, which is definitely interesting, but definitely exciting. Let's see. Geese just sold my 2020 Mazda MX-5 a couple months ago in preparation for the Camaro. Nothing bad to say about it. Just want to try something different. Totally get it. Yep. Sometimes you just want something different, and I respect that and totally look at that. Let's see, Luke, have you considered the Integra? I have. Actually, Luke, you were the one who got me onto the Honda Civic Si. You mentioned those on a previous live, and I actually looked them up. The Integra, for the manual, I think it's their top trim level, and it gets up there pretty pricey. And so I'm like, I'd rather just want the price of the Honda Civic Si, like at 27-ish thousand versus mid 30s to get the same engine but a manual. But it is nicer. I have looked at it, but I'd rather have an Si. Problem is, I just can't find an Si at sticker price. So I definitely think they're cool. I wish with the Integra, they would have done something more old school. Maybe they'll come out with with a Type R type model. but I prefer the SI. But you actually got me looking onto those. So yeah, big things to come for sure. But yeah, I have a reveal video in a few weeks. About a new car that I purchased. It's a car I've always wanted. And it'll be a fun project car. So I've already done some work on it, and we'll have some good content coming around that. The new Z, or do you need more than two seats? I don't need more than two seats, but I would like it. It's hard sometimes. I love to golf. I have kids. The new Z's, I like them. But they're kind of in the same ballpark of like the STI for me a little bit. They're built off of the same platform that's been around for forever. I still think I would want a Supra over a Z, but I have considered them. I mean, the base level trim, you're 40K. The high level trim, you're like 50K. But I love the back ends of those. I love the side profile. The front of the car, I just haven't been crazy about. So obviously with the Supra, I was looking at a two-seater, and the plan that I was going to do with the Supra is get another car that could be kind of a four-seater. But definitely a lot of things to consider. Let's see. I tried to buy an SI, but they wanted 5,000 over sticker. Yeah, it's nuts. The best one I found was in Chicago, and it was 2 grand over sticker, and that was the best one I've found. I mean, there's some that are 10, $15,000, and I'm like, guys, this is a 190 horsepower car, and you want that much over sticker? That's crazy. PBR Doug just wanted to say hello. Good to see you live. Hey, my friend, good to see you. It's always good to see you pop on. I love your positivity. I love your outlook, and I always learn something from you. So thanks for hopping on, my friend. Oh, listener Jim, you had an '84 Supra. That's awesome, man. Did they have the turbos in them back then, or were they just kind of naturally aspirated? The Supras are awesome. I think they're pretty sweet. Let's see. Cleanest. Hey, thoughts on the S650? Yeah. So, um, you know, I've also thought about this too. Going back to a Mustang? Mustangs are still priced fairly well. I've seen some renderings and I like them. I like the front. I like that hood scoop on the top, if that's actually going to be there. It seems like some articles that I've read, a lot of their interior cues are kind of going back to the Fox body days, kind of the square. Like from the pictures I've seen, I actually dig it and like it. For me, I love that Ford is still committing to a manual. And if you guys haven't seen it, if you go to Twitter or Facebook or whatever, Ford had this image that said Ford Performance, and in the O it had basically your gear shift pattern for a manual, and it you could hear the sound of a V8 in it, and I thought that was pretty sweet. I thought that was really cool. So I like that Ford's committing to manuals. If they put a Tremec, if they put a Tremec in a Ford for a manual for the Mustang, that would be tempting. I don't like that they've walked backwards a little bit on their horsepower numbers. I hope they find a way to make the car faster, a little bit better, or more torque. Even if they could find a way to do that, that would be awesome. But yeah, definitely, I definitely like them. I'm definitely a Mustang fan, and you know what? I've honestly missed my Bullet Mustang some. Definitely have. So yeah, change out the manual transmission. I like the looks of it. If they could somehow bump up the torque a little bit in those, or keep it, maybe just a touch more, I would be in. But definitely a fan. Definitely a fan. Let's see, Luke. I honestly think the SI will be my next car. I owned one like 8 years ago and loved it. Yeah, the SI. There's some YouTubers that I follow that they've tuned those cars. They've added some modifications to them. They actually can be pretty quick, pretty fun. And from what I've read, they handle really well. And I've wanted one, but I don't want them that bad, to pay over stickers. So hopefully, maybe the next year, if the market calms down or people trade them in, then we don't have to pay the, getting gouged for it. But I do think the car market and the used car market, I think it's going to cool down here this fall. I really do. Just everything in the economy and everything, I think, points to that. Kyle, what's up, brother? Good to hear from you, my friend. Thanks for jumping on. 2022 Ford Broncos near me are still 15,000 over MSRP. No way. Amen, man. And it's crazy just what these dealerships are charging. And I really wish the manufacturers would just put a halt to it, because we could still be selling cars, we could be buying cars, like they're cooling off the industry. And I don't know. I don't like it. It's really a hard time to try and buy a car. It can be very dismotivating. I don't think that's unmotivating. Yeah, unmotivating. But it's crazy. It for sure is crazy. Uh, have they said which manual transmissions they're going to be putting in? I assume for the Mustang. I have not heard. Maybe someone on here maybe someone on here might know better than me who's a little bit closer to Mustangs, but I haven't heard which manual transmission it is. But uh, I mean, if Ford's had lawsuits over the MT82, if they go Tremec, that's exciting, and I think that's cool. And honestly, I wish the Mach ones were priced less. If the Mach ones were priced less, I probably would buy one. But you're already in the mid to upper 50s for a new Mach 1, if not 60. And it's like, give me 5 or 7 more grand. I'm going to go buy a ZL1. But yeah, definitely don't know that yet. But they have committed to making manuals and V8s, which I applaud and I'm for it. So if someone knows different than me, let me know. The sound clip they had is really nice, but I love the raspiness of the Gen 3 Coyote. Yeah, the clip that I heard, it reminded me a lot of my Bullet and how it sounded. My Bullet definitely with the auto rev match when you downshifted. I mean, it was loud, and it was pretty sweet. But yeah, all I can say is I think as I look at V8s and people making V8s, I can't be too picky because I don't know how long we're going to have V8s for. I hope we have them for a long time to come and things change, but at the same time, you just kind of have to appreciate, what you have in them. And so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I thought Ford would be like, because I think their labeling is like the 2024 Mustang, and it's like, how long are you guys going to tease this thing for? Like, I've thought it was already supposed to be here, to be honest. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to kind of see like what's going on there when they're going to announce it. But I think 2024 is what they're labeling the car as. So Luke, the SI had handled like a little go kart. Yeah, they're awesome. I mean, the SI gets a lot of the goodies from the Type R, and they're definitely fun. I haven't had a chance to drive one. I've looked at one from the outside. You just can't find them anywhere, and they're in demand for sure, and people are paying markups on them. So it's nuts. But yeah, I've heard and saw some great reviews on the SI. Definitely a lot of fun for sure. So yeah, no, definitely exciting times. There's still some good cars coming out, which is good to see. Hopefully, Dodge releases their electric muscle car soon, even though I don't care to buy one. But yeah, no, definitely excited to see. Am I still interested in the GR86 or is that ship sold? I am interested in the GR86. I like those. I really do. I really like them. But yeah, it has sold. I changed my deposit from the 86 to the Supra. And yeah, so definitely yeah, I want one, but what you guys will see is I actually have a car that's sitting in my driveway that is very similar to a GR86. Let me just maybe point that out. So for that reason, yes, that ship is sold. I even still thought of getting a GR86 just because of cost, because of money. I like the lightweight of it. But as I look at like I kind of geek out this way. Like I look at quarter mile times, I look at drag times, I look at different things. The GTI and some of the other cars are still faster than it, but the car I have basically, it's a rear wheel drive car, and it handles a lot like a GR86. So I kind of found one that's doing that. Guys talking cars, dropping in quick to say hi. Great videos lately. Keep up the great work. You guys too. Uh, Thank you guys for all your guys' content. I know making some of the decisions to sell a car is tough. And but it's good to see you guys. I love your guys' content, but appreciate you guys. I know it's odd. I can't wait to be able to reach the roof of the car when Washington, not needing a stool. My Tacoma is a bit too tall, and detailing is one of my passions. Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally get it, man. I totally do. I don't have a truck, so I totally understand that. Speaking of detailing, I am thinking of actually starting a detailing YouTube channel. I've thought about it for some time, and that might be something I might do this year. I love detailing cars. Washing my Camaro, you guys gave a lot of great comments on there, and definitely, definitely appreciate all the feedback. I learned some things from you guys and how you detail cars, so it is something I'm considering and definitely something I'm thinking. Devonte Davis, does a secondary cat delete on our Camaros void warranty? I honestly don't know. What I've read with warranties is they have to be able to trace the problem back to something that you did on the car. So, obviously, if you're tuning something and something breaks because of the tune, as long as, I mean, a cat delete's not gonna, I don't think it's going to hurt anything on the car. But you got to remember, these dealerships sometimes, if you're not dealing with a reputable one, they'll find anything to try and to blame on. But my understanding is they have to be able to point the root of the problem back to the modification you did. But some people play it safe, some people don't. It's totally up to you guys. Kyle, hey dude, thanks for a super chat, man. You're awesome. No, you're great. Austin should get the 2023 Escalade V with 685 horsepower. I like it, Kyle. I like where your head's at, man. Dude, is that really how much horsepower they're pumping into the Escalade V? Dude, that thing is going to be a monster. That thing is going to be insane. I need to go do my research on Escalades, but yeah, no, definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kyle. Always appreciate your comments. In Focus Photography, I've been detailing as I would call an advanced enthusiast for 20 years. If you need any questions answered, let me know. Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely had some good feedback, and I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you commented on the video. Definitely would love to pick your brain on certain things. The car that I bought, I actually want to paint correct it myself. Never done it before. So if you have any comments or feedback on that, obviously I'm going to clay bar the car. Obviously I'm going to decontaminate it. I'm looking at some different orbitals right now. So if you want to hit me up on Instagram, you want to chat a little bit more, I'd love to pick your brain on it. Guys, Talking Cars, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. This is 1 gallon of gas in California. Ouch. I feel for you guys out there, man. I was out there with the family at Disneyland about a month ago, and to fill up our van, it was like gosh, it was like $100 to fill up our van. So having a truck or V8, anyways, you guys are awesome, guys. If you haven't checked out Guys Talking Cars, please go check them out. Please subscribe to their channel. They have some great Mopar content, but they also have some different content as well on there. So, but thanks, Kyle and Guys Talking Cars, for the super chat. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Listener Jim, have you guys used any of the Jack's Wax products? I was at a show and they had a tent upselling stuff. So I have. I've actually used their detailer. I believe it was like a white liquid. I actually really liked it. I liked how it smelled. I definitely like Jack's Wax products. That's the only thing I've used is their detailer. The detailer I'm using right now, I use 303. It does a good job, and I also use a car company here local, has kind of like a coconut smelled detailer that I really like. But yeah, I've used their detailer, but they also have some other stuff too, so I'd like to try them. Let's see, in focus photography. Oh yeah, I have lots of experience on paint correction. Yes, please message me. I'd like to send you what I'm going to buy. And I'd like maybe some tips and tricks that you've learned on it. So yeah, hit me up on Insta. Geese, let's see. It's a little scary to paint correct the first time you do it, but it's really not that hard. I do it even on new cars, planning on doing on the Camaro before I ceramic coat it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to be able to learn how to do that. I love detailing cars. It's therapeutic for me. Just putting on some music and detailing them. I absolutely love it. I've thought of starting my own detailing business as kind of a side hustle thing. But even on new cars, guys, when these dealerships wash cars, they scratch them, and they even come with imperfections. They have industrial fallout, a lot of stuff that's sitting into the paint. So it's a good thing to get your car's paint corrected. And I'm also a big believer in paint protection film. If you're trying to increase the longevity of the car, paint protection film for sure can be your friend. So yeah, no, if you guys have any tips on it, Geese, hit me up, man. I'd love to see what you're using. I was looking at Griot's Garage. I really like a lot of their products. They kind of had like a polishing kit. Is like a couple $100. I was thinking of getting that, and so yeah, I definitely want to give it a go on this project car. And this project car that I have, I eventually want to have the front bumper and back bumper repainted, just because I can tell that back bumper had been repainted, and they didn't do a very good job. And the front bumper, I have some paint that's come off of it. So I'm kind of like, well, I'll give it a go. I'd rather try on a project car versus like a brand new Camaro or something. So that is something in my arsenal that I want to do. But definitely think of starting a next YouTube channel on car detailing. Listener Jim, I recently clay barred, cut, and buffed my 85. Oh, that's right. You have the IROC. I forgot about that. I ended up getting a bottle of next gen ceramic and tried it and seemed to work good. No, that's awesome. Would definitely love to hear that. You know, I've tried Grio's 3-in-1 just as kind of like a quick, a quick, detailer type ceramic coating ish. It's actually lasted on the Camaro like 6 months. It's actually done pretty good. In Focus Photography. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Really appreciate it. Geese One, my latest polisher is one from Grio's Garage, and I've been using their polishes recently. Works well. Yeah, I think they had. I think it was one was a. I don't know if it was a compound and a polish, but they had a kit that they sold for a couple $100, and so yeah, I thought to definitely use it. I definitely want to start out with like a very like easygoing pad that's not gonna like be too tough, right? That's going to cut too much into the clear coat or paint. I want to start easy and work my way into it. So yeah, if you guys have used those for sure, let me know. But yeah, no, absolutely. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for all the comments. It's been great tonight. But yeah, guys, I just want to keep it short and sweet. Wanted to pop on. I am going to be doing this more regularly. I promise. I don't really like the quality from my MacBook, so I need to kind of change up how I do the lives, and that's really what's been stopping me from doing the live for a minute. And but yeah, guys, I just want to say thanks for all the support on the channel. I love doing this. You guys are awesome, and guys, I'm gonna keep buying cars. We're gonna keep going at this, and I am just gonna keep moving forward with YouTube as far and as fast as I can go. And I just want you guys to know I appreciate you. Grateful for all your support on the channel. Hope you guys have a good Sunday evening and a good week this week. And we will catch you again soon. So, yep, we'll keep uploading videos, usually every Fridays for sure. Something you can count on when you'll get a video from me. But going to try and mix in a few more as we move forward. So, anyways, guys, Jim, thanks for the comments. Everybody on here, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your evening. We'll catch you on the next one.